Hey YouTube, hey Facebook, it's me Akila again. I was doing some thinking today and some soul searching, and what I realized is that when you're single or alone, whichever term you decide to use, you have to be content. You have to be satisfied with that because that gives you time to soul search, that gives you time to work on you as an individual. It gives you time to prepare yourself, mind, body, and spirit for your for your mate who's coming into your life. And when you take the time to actually get to soul search and you get to evaluate you and you get to see, okay, well, this right here is not where I want it to be. Let me work on that issue in my life, and you work on it and you do and you perfect it. You're okay. Taking time for you is nothing wrong with that. Everybody thinks that if you're single, if you're alone, that's a bad thing, but it's not. It gives, like I said, it gives you time to reflect. It gives you time to focus on what's important. And what's most important in life is you. You have to look out for you, because if you don't look out for you, no one else is going to look out for you. And it's a bad thing to say, but that's reality. Not even like if you're in a relationship, your mate is not going to look out for you the way that you would look out for yourself. I mean, they're going to look out for you, of course, but they're not going to pay attention to it and do it the way that you would do it. You know? And I realize that when I see people who are in relationships and how people just jump from one relationship to something else and something else, it makes me say, hey, I don't want that. That's just not even good. And being single is the best thing that can happen to an individual. And I'm saying it simply because with me, it made me get my focus back. And a lot of times when you are in a relationship, you lose your focus, you lose your way. Everything that you were accustomed to doing, you stop. Why? Because you cater to the person that you're with. You want to make them feel secure. You want to make them feel happy. So sometimes you have to put yourself and some of your things on the back burner just to accommodate them. And it's not a bad thing, but being single is not as bad as people make it to be. Trust me, it's not. And even for the good studs, those of us who are good studs and we're out here, we're looking for our women or whatever, until she comes, we need to be content being single. And I'm serious, and I'm saying it to all my stud brothers out here. We need to be content, because the minute that we're content and the minute that we are satisfied being single and we're okay with it and we accept it and we move forward, that's when our queen will walk into our life. And you can't, yes, you're going to get lonely. Yes, you're going to have your moments where, oh, I wish I could have somebody to hold. Yes, it's nothing wrong with that. That's a natural feeling. We're human. Okay? But that shouldn't be our main focus. Our main focus should be on us, preparing us for our queen. Because when our queen walks into our life, that's our forever. That's our diamond. And if you come across a diamond, you're going to do everything in your power to keep it, because you don't want to lose it. And you work hard to protect it. You work hard to keep it shining. You do things that you need to do to hold on to that diamond. Some put it in a jewelry box. But my diamond is my woman. And you have to learn how to love yourself. You have to love who you are. And that's another issue that we have in society now, in the gay community, is that we have a lot of studs, we have a lot of femmes, we have a lot of bisexuals, we have a lot of transgender people who are not content with themselves. They are not content in who they are as an individual. And one thing that I do firmly believe is that the minute that you become content in who you are, no one can stop you. Society is quick to say, well, being gay is a sin. Let's look at it this way. God created everyone. When he created you, the first thing he said was, "It is good." So, no one can judge you but God himself. So, what people say, don't worry about it. You know, if someone is trying to tell you something that is good, you listen. But at the same token, as a pastor once said to me, eat the meat and throw away the bones. Pretty much it. Eat the meat, throw away the bones. Pretty much take what you need and what you don't need, you don't have to deal with it. And to be single is an awesome thing. Being single is great. There's nothing wrong with being single. Yes, we would love to be in relationships, but maybe not right now is where it's supposed to be. You know, it might not be your time right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody wants to jump into a relationship. Everybody wants to jump into bed with somebody. Sex ain't all about the sex. Because you can get somebody and have sex with them, and it don't be what you thinking it's going to be. So, you know, the sex part, let that go. Focus on what's important, which is you, the individual. Prepare yourself, mind, body, spirit, soul, and focus on you. Take you, concentrate on you, focus, do what you need to do, work on you, so that when that woman or that man does walk into your life, you will be ready and you will be able to accept them. You will be able to open up and you will be able to just take all of you will know that they love you. And we are so blind by love that we can't see anything other than that. But in relationships, you have to not only look at love, you have to look at the person that you're with. There's so much that comes into a relationship that, you know, we get consumed sometimes. We let certain things just take us by storm and just, we on a high cloud. But it's not always as easy as it seems, you know. And I love my singleness. I love it. My thing right now is I'm taking time to prepare me for my woman, for the woman who is going to be my queen forever. When you take the time to evaluate you and work on you, then you'll know just what's going on. You'll know when that woman comes into your life. You'll know, because trust me, for one, it's not going to be no drama. It's not going to be no games. It's not going to be no BS. It's all going to be real. You're going to know, you're going to feel her love. She's going to feel your love. She's going to know that you're her protector, her provider, you're her everything. And you're going to know that she's your everything. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it, because if she's real and she's a genuine, and she's genuine from her heart, from her soul, oh man, you won't have nothing to worry about. And that's what I try to tell, like, even I have male friends, and I try to tell them, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, I know you single and I know you struggling right now and you want somebody, but you better take your time, because what's out here, everything that glitter ain't gold. And when you get out here and you find somebody and you date them or whatever it is, and then down the road, here it comes, boom, you done got knocked down, and you're trying to figure out what happened. I didn't see this coming. You saw it coming. The signs were there. You just didn't open your eyes to see it. And for all my people who are in relationships and who are going through in their relationships, let me break this down to you. Relationships are about give and take. Relationships are togetherness. Every relationship is not going to be peaches and cream. It's not going to be smooth sailing. You're going to have your problems. You're going to have your issues. But how you work them out at the end of the day is what matters. In relationships, you don't run at the first sight of trouble. First of all, arguing, that's a no-no. I don't think that you should argue in your relationships. Why? Because when you are angry or mad or upset, you say things to each other that you really don't mean, and that cuts, and that stays here, and it stays here. So therefore, you try to do it in a nice, calm manner. Like, hey, let's sit down, honey, and talk about it. We're not going to argue, because arguing, you don't hear me, I don't hear you. We get nothing accomplished. Now, like I said, relationships, you have to be firm in relationships. I believe that if you come to a bump in the road in your relationship, work it out. If it's worth fighting for, work it out. If it's not, okay, cut your loss and go on. But if it's meant to be, if it's something that you know you can get over and you can hold on to, fight for it. And that's the thing that I think a lot of people forget. People now are so quick to run out of relationships as soon as, oh, we have an argument. I don't like what you said to me today, so I don't want to talk to you. Let me go and see what else is out there in the world. If that's all it took, then sweetheart, you wasn't mine from the beginning. That's the way that's the way I think everyone should look at it. Everyone is not going to look at it my way, because trust me, I analyze everything. And my friends tell me that I analyze stuff too much. But it's cool, because it lets me know that I'm very aware of everything that's going on. But relationships are about give and take. No, you're not going to always like everything I say. I'm not going to always agree with everything that you say. But at the end of the day, what matters is when we can come together and we can put that to the side and still move past it. That's a relationship. Old folks, they're quick to tell you, girl, my relationship ain't been a bed of roses. I done this, done that. But my love, my unconditional love, me wanting to fight for my relationship or my husband or my wife, or me wanting to make it work, is what is most important. So I'm just saying to everybody out there who is going through in a relationship and you feel like no one's listening, trust me. I understand everything you're saying. I understand everything you're feeling, and if you're looking at my videos, like I said, this is just my third video, so, I'm not a pro at it. But, if you need some help or some advice or something, then cool, just shoot me an email or something, and, let me know, give me your feedback, let me know, if any of this is helping you, or, if there's anything that, that can be done, as far as helping, because, we have to all stick together. If we don't stick together, we're lost. There are other nationalities that stick together and hang out, and I'm not trying to put it on, color or creed or anything like that, but hey, our black community is slipping. Everybody's on the crab in the barrel syndrome. Let me pull you down and let me climb myself to the top. No, we got to help one another. Why? Because we are a strong community. We just don't know how strong we are. But for all my single people out there, hey, don't sweat it. Hey, yours is coming. For those that are in relationships and it looks a little hard right now, if it's worth fighting for, hang in there and work on it. Why? Because love doesn't come in the way that we want it to. Sometimes it takes work for the love to just be there. But at the end of the day, if it's worth fighting for, fight for it. Okay? Peace.